Hey, a flipped out soldier and YouTube. I am going to be reading your story, The Dark Side of Happiness. Hopefully you like it. I thought it was good, and I think you should continue reading it. I have not, however, read the entire thing. So, I like not inspired by cupcakes. I like that. I like it. I like it. It was a glorious early afternoon in the village of Ponyville. The sky was clear, and the birds were flying overhead, singing merrily as the bright sun warmed their wings. A certain pink pony bounced along the streets and was currently thinking about what fun she was going to have today. Every pony knew her as the party pony. She was cheerful 24/7 and brought smiles to every pony's faces. Although some ponies would disagree and say she was annoying. That didn't keep her down. What is her name, you ask? Her name is Pinkie Pie. Her mouth spilt into a large grin as her mind went back to what her plans were. She was going to meet up with Rainbow Dash and play pranks on ponies all over town. Then she was going to help Fluttershy raise some baby squirrels that she found in the woods. And then, Pinkie didn't know it, but she knew whatever she did, she'd do it with a smile on her face, because that's who she was. She was Pinkie Pie. She was happy no matter what the situation. Her stomach growled loudly as she continued to bounce toward Rainbow Dash's cloud home, and then she stopped giggling as she looked down. Dashy, I can wait. I need food. And what better food to eat than cupcakes? She hummed and then made her way back to Sugar Cube Corner, and her eyes lit up as she saw a couple of yummy-looking blue frosted cupcakes on display in the window. Oh! She trotted over to the window and pressed her glass. Pinkie Pie's mouth watered and she giggled to herself as she imagined biting into the sweet vanilla-tasting cake, and as rich frosting fell into her mouth. She was so wrapped up in staring at the tasty treats that she didn't notice two female ponies walk up from behind her. Well, well, well. One of them, a blue pony with an awkward-colored mane, sneered. If it isn't the filly who's too annoying that even her little pony gang doesn't want to hang out with her. Pinkie whirled around and then she just shook her head and still smiled unfazed. Nope, my friends don't think I'm annoying, she replied. They wouldn't be my friends if they thought I was annoying, now would they? The other spoke, ignoring her reply. I heard she can't even maintain a friendship because they drop her a minute after they see her. Blue Mane laughed loudly. Who would want to be friends with a loser like her? All of a sudden, Pinkie wasn't hungry anymore. She lowered her bright blue eyes and her smile faded as she looked at those mean girls, her ears drooping, the ones who had just insulted her. Loser. The insult had triggered something deep within her, something negative, and made her stomach hurt, made her uncomfortable. Usually she'd just let insults bounce off her. They were just words, after all. Loser shouldn't have had such an effect on her to make her act the way she was acting now. But it did. She took a step backwards on trembling legs, still eyeing the girls. Clearly upset, she looked down and then slowly walked away. Her walk turned into her run, her hooves clattering on the pavement as she ran back towards her house. Once inside, she shut and locked the door, and her lip trembling, her mane and tail deflated. She sighed and trotted towards her bed and buried herself in the soft covers, tossing and turning as she tried to fall asleep, and soon saw Gummy looking at her from the foot of the bed. Gummy, she whispered, will you help me fall asleep? He crawled over to her and then nuzzled her, then fell asleep with his head underneath her chin. She smiled, feeling a tad better than she was being comforted. Maybe all she needed was a good sleep. Every pony felt better after a good sleep. She fluffed up her pillow, and then she took a deep breath and then floated out to dreamland, the pony's hurtful words echoing in her mind. She'd feel better, she just knew it. Those girls weren't a problem to her. Little did she know that her problems were just vagining. Well, I liked it. I think you just need to write more. You have a fan. Alright, Flipped Out Soldier, author of 31 stories. Nice. Nice. Brotastic. Well,